Homelessness 2.0, day 40. Just doing anything outside of everyday maintenance is frustrating because the everyday maintenance keeps getting in the way of all the other shit. Still waiting on response from the school, the driving school. I have 20 days left to somehow figure out how to get all of this taken care of. Meanwhile, like I said, just the everyday maintenance crap's getting in the way. You know, it's like, oh, I gotta go back to the store. I gotta get more food. Because otherwise, I blow too much money on things like delivery or whatever. And since I'm, basically in the backyard of this house, it's like, and I mean, it's not pragmatic to be just blowing a ton of money on delivery anyway. I mean, even one of the cheapest options for me is Domino's. I can get 3 pizzas for like $30. But I could go to the store and buy 3 pizzas for like 15, maybe 20, depending. Now, I would have to cook them myself, but nevertheless, either way, but then, going to the store, carrying 3 pizzas worth of stuff, plus the other stuff that I need to be carrying with me. I haven't even made myself any breakfast yet. I'm going to make, grilled cheese sandwich, but it's just like, and then I'm going to make the spaghetti sauce because I'm trying to, and that's another thing too, like I haven't even gotten rid of enough of the stuff out of the storage. Because, I'm still going to need the storage as it is. And then there's stuff at the mailbox that I need to go pick up. Protein bars and portable shakes, because it's one of the things that's going to help with, just everyday stuff. Especially, once I'm on the road, if it comes to that. I don't know. I'm trying to prep, but just daily being alive crap is annoying. Turn on the fan here. I'm just tired. I'm always tired. I can barely do anything that I enjoy, so when I feel like I've effectively just lost whatever energy for the day, I do stuff that reminds me of things that I enjoyed, even though they're more coping mechanisms than anything else. People might be like, hey, go for a walk. But I got shit I gotta take care of. And going for a walk doesn't really do anything for me. Here's a funny thing about going for walks. The last time that I can recall going on a walk for the sole purpose of just going on a walk it was within the week that I made my drunken tweet and got arrested. I don't know if there's a lesson behind that or not. It's just an interesting coincidence, that's all. No, I need the ground under me to be stable. I need to stop living on a house built on sand. But that has been my life. Like I said before, I've been homeless all my life because there is no heart, because home is where the heart is. And I have no hope for the future. Weirdly enough, though, I say that, and then there's these weird little moments in my life that happen. And occasionally they happen now, and I think it's because things are worse than they have been. Because usually when things are relatively stable, I have less hope overall. Because then I don't know what the next step is. I don't know how. I don't know what to do. Like that's the irony. That's of this whole thing. It's like once I have a stable life, and I mean stable in the sense of like I know where I'm going to live. It's never good enough because it can barely do anything for me. You know, the last place I lived at, I would say, was stable, quote unquote, because I knew where I was going to be staying. But I wasn't making enough money to really do anything with. And because I'm so scared of scared and annoyed and frustrated and whatever of doing new things that effectively throw away my savings. So all I do is just sit and save. I do everything I possibly can to save as much money as I can, and for what? For what? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm always trying to improve my living situation, and it's always getting worse. It's always going back and forth between bad and worse. It's never good. It was good once. Once. Back when I was living on my own. Now, granted, it wasn't great because of me. Because I am a broken human. When I was living on my own, and before I had to replace my car and thus increase my monthly expenditures by double, well, almost, because my rent at the time was $625 a month. So all bills paid. And then when I first started living there, we had Time Warner cable that was like part of the package. Well, I was like, okay, well, Time Warner, I'll go ahead and get their internet since they're already plugged into the building. And then at one point, the apartment complex and Time Warner decoupled, and so Time Warner started charging me for cable TV because I had cable TV for like the first time in my life. I think we had some when I was younger, but like I barely got a chance to use it because I don't even want to go into that. Because that's just a whole nother fucking thing that I would have to establish and build on and everything, and I don't want to do that right now. Got to do the world building. And so they started overcharging the fuck out of me, and I said, no, I'm only paying for internet right now. Please stop doing this. And they kept doing it for a while. I finally got an adjustment to it. This was towards the end of it all. Before I had, I think maybe I had the other car by then. But when I had the new car, everything was now unstable because I wasn't saving $200 a paycheck or something like that. It was all going away. And so the ground under my feet became unstable yet again. And because I am not prepared to not only handle that, but then to stabilize it and then reinforce it, the ground just continued to fall apart. Because I don't know what to fucking do about shit like that. Some people might be like, well, go get a better paying job. Which one? I don't know what they are. I don't know what I'm qualified for. For all I know, I'm qualified for jack fucking shit. I mean, to give you an idea of how bad my own self-perception is, I don't even think I'm good enough to work at a 7-Eleven stocking the fucking refrigerator because I think I would screw that up somehow. I'm not knocking people who work in 7-Eleven, by the way. I'm knocking myself because I don't think I can fucking stock a shelf. And here's the kicker. I've done the job before. Not at a 7-Eleven, mind you. I did it as a grocery store clerk. I did it when I was working early 2000s at a Walmart neighborhood market. My job, I don't even know what the hell my actual title was because it's been 20 plus years. But, and I'll be honest, despite the fact that Walmart is a shit company, for all intents and purposes, it is a shit company, and they're fucking evil. Like, they pay their people fuck all, and then they get all the good shit from everything else. They pay virtually no fucking taxes, yet they get to have cheap ass fucking labor. They get to use the roads that they're not paying taxes for, and so on and so on and so on and so on. They may pay they may pay their taxes via registration of the vehicles, but I don't fucking know. Nevertheless, with that caveat being said, it was still one of the best jobs that I've ever had. Not because I worked at Walmart, because I got to do my own thing. And I got to do my thing. I got to do a thing that I felt good doing. See, before I started getting stupid ass performance reviews and shit from my supervisors and working with shitty employees that then made my work day suck more, I got to work with people and help them get what they wanted. Like, I didn't just work at a register, because doing that sucks. I didn't just work as, like, a stalker, because that sucks. I didn't just work as, a dude who goes and grabs carts. I did all of it. I didn't do any inventory and stuff, because it's all that stuff in the back and blah, blah, blah. But, like, if you wanna think of, like, working in a restaurant versus working at